What's up, people? Welcome back to Football Insights, where we talk about football related issues concerning transfers, player profile, and other football matters. So, in today's video, we are going to look at some of the games that happened in the midweek. I mean, Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. There are games that happened in the top 5 European leagues, specifically England, Spain, and Italy. So, no one played a match in Germany or in France. So there were some outstanding matches that needed to be get away with, so that we can focus on the matches, the upcoming games. So in England there were some outstanding matches, and then it was played in the midweek, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So let's get straight into the video. But before we move straight into the video, if you haven't subscribed, please make sure you click on the subscribe button, press on the post notification bell, so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive it. This is Football Insights. My name is Kubo, and let's get straight into the video. So this is your match review of the games that happened in the midweek in Spain, Italy, and in England. So in England, the midweek started with a game between Newcastle and Leicester City. Leicester City are fighting relegation, so they badly need points to escape relegation, because if Leicester City should move to the relegation zone or should move to the championship next season, it is going to be bad for them. Talking about their players, economic factors, it is really going to be bad for them. So they needed to up their game. So they had one outstanding match against Newcastle in St. James Park. So that game was played on Tuesday, and then it ended 0-0. They had 1 point. It is not good enough, but it is something. It's still something to work on. They have the last game to play. That is 3 points. So currently Leicester City has 31 points in the league. So 0-0 against informed Newcastle at the house. Newcastle is something to work on. You can't stand against Newcastle, so all you can do is to manage the games, get some points, because you cannot score Newcastle. Leicester cannot score Newcastle. Newcastle are way performing better than Leicester City. So the game ended 0-0. It was a good game. Newcastle missed a lot of chances. A lot of chances were missed, by Callum Wilson and other Alexander Isak and the likes. So Leicester City drew by 0-0 against Newcastle at St. James's Park. Going to St. James's Park to go and get a draw, looking at the current Leicester City team, it's not easy. So the game ended with a draw, 0-0 between the two teams. So let's move to the Manchester City game. Manchester City has nothing to play for in the league, to be specific, but because they have Champions League final to play against informed Inter Milan, they have to maintain their level. They have to up their game. They don't have to dip on form, because they have a big game, a crucial game on the 10th of June next month. So the game ended 1-1 between Brighton and Brighton are performing brilliant. As I said, Roberto De Zerbi is working. Everything is working for them. So yes, of course, they are going to stand against Manchester City strongly, because you Brighton are performing very well. So it is never going to be easy for Manchester City to just score Brighton, or to just overcome Brighton just like that. So a goal was scored by Phil Foden in the 25th minute, just early in the game. 25th minute, Phil Foden scored the goal. Or Erling Haaland worked the ball, but Erling Haaland was selfless to pass the ball for Phil Foden to score the goal. So Phil Foden scored the goal, and Julio Enciso. Let's talk about this guy. Julio Enciso has been scoring these goals. It's more like a trademark goal for Julio Enciso, because he scored this goal against Manchester United, against Chelsea, against Manchester City. It is not easy. Julio Enciso is performing and then scoring a screamer. That was a brilliant goal from Julio Enciso. Long range shot, top bins. So massive shout out to Julio Enciso. He has been performing brilliant for scoring brilliant goals for Brighton this season. So Julio Enciso equalized with a trademark goal, a brilliant shot from Julio Enciso. So he scored the goal, and Erling Haaland missed a lot of big chances. 3 big chances, he missed it. He flopped all of the chances. Erling Haaland, I don't know, but he still has to break records. The Ballon d'Or is still up for the taking, so he still has to perform in the league. Even though he has 36 goals, but still Erling Haaland has to perform. He has to score the goals, but he missed a lot of chances against Brighton. I don't know what is, but Levi Colwill also marked him very well. Levi Colwill is doing something brilliant at Brighton. As I said last week, that he did something silly on Thursday night on Twitter. He was out there chilling at the club with Billy Gilmore, and then a fan just asked Levi Colwill on Twitter that, mate, how are you feeling after Chelsea has been pasted 4-1? Then Levi Colwill's reply was like, brilliant, with a picture laughing. I didn't know what he was trying to, of course, Chelsea fans are going to come for you. So you have to manage your social media handles very well. You will not like to, be in a toxic relationship with Chelsea fans. They are going to worry you. One bad game from you next season in Chelsea, and they are going to come for you. So Levi Colwill has to be very careful. He marked Erling Haaland very well. Erling Haaland fluffed a lot of chances, missed a lot of chances. So the game was brilliant. Brighton are playing brilliant football. Of course, they are qualified for the Europa League next season. First time, so it's good for Brighton. So let's move to Chelsea versus Manchester United. 4-1 against Chelsea at Old Trafford. A disaster from Chelsea. Manchester United pasted Chelsea 4-1. The goal was scored by Casemiro in the 6th minute, Anthony Martial in the 45th minute, Bruno Fernandes, that was a penalty, silly ball, silly tackle by Wesley Fofana. We will talk about that guy. 73rd minute, Martial also scored in the 78th minute, and and then the Chelsea goal was also scored by Joao Felix. Of course, he's going to score the goal, so he came from the bench, scored the goal for Chelsea. Let's talk about Chelsea. But in the game, going into the game, Manchester United were motivated enough to for this game, because they needed just 1 point to qualify for the Champions League next season. So they needed only 1 point. So they were really motivated for the game on Thursday. But Chelsea was Chelsea are sitting on the 12th on the league lock, so there is no motivation. But that doesn't guarantee this abysmal performance by Chelsea. 4-1 against Chelsea. Wesley Fofana has been fooling. I'm not going to talk about Lampard, because of course he is not fit for the job. I don't know why he's still coaching Chelsea. I don't know why they gave him the job, but I'm not going to talk about Lampard. He is not my problem. But there are some of the players in Chelsea that doesn't deserve to play for Chelsea. Wesley Fofana, and he's not a bad player, don't get me wrong, but he has been fooling. And the season is going to an end. You have to perform very well to convince the new coach that is coming, that is Mauricio Pochettino, and then the owners as well, not to go in for a centre back because you are there. 70-something million player, and this is the kind of ball you are going to give it to Chelsea. Mate, grow up. Fofana, he's been fooling. I expected this bad performance from Chalobah, but Chalobah was not top class, or was not world class on Thursday night, but he looked decent as compared to Wesley Fofana. Wesley Fofana performed foolishly last Thursday. What was that? Giving chances after chances after chances to the Manchester United attackers, just like that. Marcus Rashford caused the penalty against Bruno Fernandes. I don't know what is wrong with Wesley Fofana. He has been fooling for the past 3 games now. What was that? The first goal. that Casemiro scored. I didn't know whether Wesley Fofana was going for the ball or he was just, jumping for jumping's sake. Because clearly this picture shows that he didn't go for the ball. He was just jumping for jumping's sake. I don't know what is wrong with Wesley Fofana. 70+ million player, and this is the performance we can get from you. Grow up, man. Grow up. And then some of the Chelsea missed a lot of chances. Mikhailo Mudryk, we will talk about that guy. But we have been giving you time. You came in January. We know you have not been adapting very well, but just a tapping, and you can't score just a tapping as a player. Just calm down. You are not the only player who was bought or who has been bought for 100 million on the transfer market. Anthony was bought for 100 million. Aurelien Tchouameni was bought for 100 million. A lot of players. I don't know what is wrong with Mikhailo Mudryk. Just a control is even difficult for Mikhailo Mudryk. I don't know why. But I said it. I was speaking with one of my friends on WhatsApp, and then I was like, this guy, we are going to be on his neck next season. We are giving him 5 matches next season. We are going to be on his neck when Mauricio Pochettino walks in. We are not going to give him that chance. You were bought for 100 million euros. We have to be on his neck to perform. We have been babysitting Mikhailo Mudryk for a very long time, and we are not going to give him that chance again going into next season. So that is that about Mikhailo Mudryk. He performed poorly, same as Gallagher, but I'm not going to talk about Gallagher because he's not worth it. Abysmal performance from Gallagher last Thursday. I have said it here that he is not up for the Chelsea job, or he doesn't deserve to play for Chelsea. His level is no disrespect to Nottingham Forest, but his level is the Nottingham Forest, even Fulham are not going to take Conor Gallagher. So let's talk about Lewis Hall. He was blocked by Lampard not to partake in the Under-20 World Cup because Cucurella is injured. Benchiro is also injured. So of course, the only left back we have in the squad, or we have in the Chelsea team, is Lewis Hall. Very young lad, but he's performing brilliant. When this guy gets the ball, you can clearly see that yes, this is a young guy who is trying to do something for Chelsea. Very brilliant player. But the team is not performing, so of course you may not see. On Thursday he performed brilliant for Chelsea. Lewis Hall, big ups to Lewis Hall, man. He's performing very well. Enzo Fernandez, top talent. He deserves the 120 million. No one can say anything else. Enzo Fernandez, brilliant performance yesterday, but the team is not going well once again. So once again, you are not going to see the job Enzo Fernandez is doing for Chelsea. But he performed brilliant. He is the only player who was bought for high, exorbitant amount of money, and then no one is talking about him because when he gets the ball, the passing ability, everything about Enzo Fernandez is brilliant. But he just need a typical DM like Ugarte, Moses Caicedo to liberate Enzo Fernandez to get what you want from Enzo Fernandez. He is not a typical DM. He is more like a box-to-box midfielder. So you give him a DM like Manuel Ugarte and Moses Caicedo, and then liberate Enzo Fernandez to go for it. Because he can shoot very well, he can pass very well, assist-wise, passing, everything is top-notch. So he performed brilliant. Congratulations to Manchester United. They scored Chelsea 4-1, qualified for the Champions League next season. Congratulations to them. They have done well. So let's check out the table. The top 4 is confirmed. Manchester City 89 points. It is left with 1 game to go. City with 89 points. Arsenal 81. Manchester United 3rd with 72, and then Newcastle 4th with 70 points. Liverpool are on the other hand going to Europa League. So this is what happened in the EPL this midweek. And let's move to the Coppa Italia final. Congratulations to Inter Milan. Inter Milan are performing brilliant. Inter Milan has shown that this season they are a difficult side to play against in a one-round game or a cup game. They are very difficult to play against. So they won the Coppa Italia final during the midweek. They won the Coppa Italia back-to-back for Inter Milan, 9th Coppa Italia in their history. So massive congratulations to Inter Milan. Inter Milan won by 2-1 against Fiorentina. Inter Milan has been performing brilliant, and I will say it. The notion out there that Manchester City are going to, dominate Inter Milan. Of course, they can dominate Inter Milan, but the notion out there that they are going to, get that Champions League final easy or on a silver platter should be scrapped, because Inter Milan are not an easy side to play against in a cup game. They are very difficult to play against in a cup game. That is for a fact. So congratulations to Inter Milan. They have won the Coppa Italia final. And let's talk about Lautaro Martinez. The guy is performing. Since the captain ambard was stripped from Milan Skriniar and was given to Lautaro Martinez, he has been flying, all guns blazing, left, right, center, scoring goals for Inter Milan. He performed brilliant, scored 2 goals, and then the first goal, the second goal, all the goals from Lautaro Martinez was just top notch. Lautaro Martinez, big up to Lautaro Martinez. I don't know whether he's going to move. I don't think Inter Milan are going to leave him just like that to move away from Inter Milan. They are going to do their possible best for Lautaro Martinez to stay, even if it demands, or even if they are going to give him a 10 million euros salary, or they are going to improve his salary, they are going to do it. I know Inter Milan, Steven Zahn is going to do it. So Inter Milan also performed brilliant, won the Coppa Italia, against Fiorentina. So congratulations to them. Even if they don't win the Champions League or they don't qualify for the Champions League, they still have Europa League to play because of the Coppa Italia, and they have won. So congratulations to Inter Milan. They have a solid game, or they have a big game against Manchester City on the 10th of June. I still think they will win, but that is just my opinion though. So let's wait for the build up to the Champions League final. A lot may happen, injuries may set in and all of that. So let's just wait. Congratulations to Inter Milan. Let's move straight into the La Liga games. Barcelona lost by 3-1 against Real Valladolid. Of course, Barcelona doesn't have anything to play for. It is left with 2 games to go. I think the only thing the Barcelona players, or one particular player in Barcelona, is looking out for is the Pichichi Award. Benzema and Lewandowski. So that is the only thing Lewandowski is looking out for. But the trophy, Barcelona has already won the trophy. So I don't think they are playing for anything. They are just, they are just showing up for showing up sake. Because if you don't show up, they are going to punish you. So they lost by 3-1 against Real Valladolid. 3-1, it was not good. Christensen scored an own goal. It was, a bad game for Christensen, But Lewandowski also scored a goal. The Barcelona goal was scored by Lewandowski. So, of course, Barcelona lost by 3-1. They have been losing, or they have 2 losses in their last 2 games. It is not good enough, but they don't have anything to play for. So I don't think they have to worry themselves so much. They lost, and then Getafe also won by 1-0 against Real Betis. A goal was scored by Adriete. Real Betis performed poorly, missed chances after chances after chances after. I don't know what Real Betis, especially Sergi Canales, he missed a lot of chances. And then Pizzella got a red card. That was a silly ball, or that was a silly tackle from Pizzella. That guy has been fooling in Real Betis, but because he's playing Real Betis, people may not see it. So Getafe also won by 1-0 against Real Betis. So Real Madrid won by 2-1 against Real Vallecano. Goal scored by Benzema, Rodrigo, And then the goal of Raul Vallecano was also scored by Raul de Thomas. Raul de Thomas, I don't know why he didn't started the game. Apparently, he did something before the game, and that is why he didn't start the game. So Raul de Thomas also pulled one back for Raul Vallecano. He's a top, striker, one of the highly rated striker in the La Liga. So that was a Real Madrid. Real Madrid, they too don't have anything to play for right now. They are just playing for the second spot. For Real Madrid not to allow Atletico Madrid to overtake them on the league standing, and that is exactly what they are doing. They don't even have anything to play for. So brilliant game. Benzema scored a goal. Of course, the Pichichi race is still on, because you don't know. It's left with only 2 games. You may not know what will happen. Benzema can decide to score hat-trick for the next 2 games. And then by the time you realize, boom, he has won the Pichichi. So Lewandowski has to up his game very well, because you might not know what Benzema is planning. So the title, or the Pichichi title, is still on. Let's move to Sevilla. Sevilla drew by 1-1 against Elche. Sevilla are not performing in the league, but in the Europa League, best believe they are going to score you. I still think Roma will win the Europa League, but Sevilla is a tougher side to play against in the Europa League. So they are just building. They are also building their momentum to the Europa League final. So that is Sevilla also drew by 1-1 against Elche. Elche missed chances, but when in a game, when you fail to take your chances, that is exactly what happens. You get punished. Either you lose or you play draw. So Villarreal also won by 2-0 against Cadiz. Jackson is performing. He has about I think 5 goals in just 3 games for Villarreal. He scored 2 goals. Nicolas Jackson is performing very, very, very well for Valencia. His goals was just top notch. He's just clinical. A young guy, Senegalese. He's a Gambian, but of course he has naturalized for Senegal. Top young lad. So I feel so happy for Nicolas Jackson. He scored 2 goals. So let's move to Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid drew by 3-3 against and this game, I watched this game. This game is so you will laugh, because the rate at which Atletico Madrid was conceding the goals is just insane. They drew by 3-3 against Espanyol. Goal was scored by Saúl Ñíguez and Antoine Griezmann and Yannick Carrasco. And then the Espanyol goalkeeper, what was that? Always he has to save the ball for a second ball for the Atletico Madrid players. So a long range shot may come, this keeper will save the ball and then present the ball to the Atletico Madrid players or whoever is available to score the goal. I don't know what is wrong with the Espanyol goalkeeper. Probably he didn't sleep well before the game, because I don't know. Always he will present the ball for the Atletico Madrid attackers to score the goal. So it was 3-3. It is good that they came back to draw the game or drew the game. So they performed. Espanyol also performed very well. And then let's talk about Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior, the show. Vinicius Junior, before the game against Raul Vallecano, they supported him. Vinicius Junior, he said no to racism. And then where Vinicius Junior was sitting in the stands, just the right hand side of Florentino Perez. Hey, this guy is failing. Vinicius Junior. Say no to racism though. We still support Vinicius Junior. So it is good that the La Liga has launched a campaign against racism. Even though it is not going to eradicate racism, but it is still something to work on. So let's quickly check out the table for the La Liga. So currently, Barcelona has 85 points. That is, they are the champions of the La Liga. You know, Real Madrid has 74 points, Atletico Madrid 73, Real Sociedad has 68 points, Villarreal 63. I told you the top 4 race, or the fourth place in the La Liga is still up for the taking. Villarreal are trying their possible best to qualify for the Champions League next season, and that is why you see them scoring 5-0, 5-1, 4-0, 2-0, and all of that. So the top 4 race is still on, because the point gap between Real Sociedad and Villarreal is just about 5 points, and then they still have 2 games to go. So what Real Sociedad need is just 3 points to qualify for the Champions League. They just need a win to qualify for the Champions League, and I think eventually they are going to qualify for the Champions League, because I don't see Real Sociedad losing all their games, all their final 2 games. It is not possible. So let's come to the relegation battle. As I told you, Elche has been relegated already. But apart from Elche, all the 4 teams, that is Espanyol, Real Valladolid, Cadiz, and Getafe, all of them, or each of them, can be relegated, because Espanyol has 35 points, Valladolid has 38 points, Cadiz has 38 points, Getafe also has 38 points. So the points gap, there is no even a point gap, 38, 38, 38. So it depends on how you perform in your last 2 games. That will determine your fate, whether you are going to be relegated or not. So the relegation battle in the La Liga is also something we should look out for. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the video. Make sure you click on the subscribe button. Make sure you like this video if you like it so much. Turn on post notification bell so that anytime we upload, you'll be the first person to receive it. My name is Kobo. This is Football Insights. I'm out. Peace.